Welcome to Nashville football fans. A great look here inside of Nissan Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 29-yard line.
To the air with Ward. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground as they'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Hey, here we go, throw. Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Get down here, you go. Keep moving, boys, moving.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's May again. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's another Patriots first down.
To the air yet again, May. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Quick throw completed by May. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Throwing again, it's May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Ward setting the pass. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
19.
First down throw here for Ward. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw.
And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
And the Patriots get there and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. the grab in bounds left side. To the house for Tennessee. Touchdown! The Titans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here goes to that. Good foot. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. From the pocket, he's taking a shot down. He's got it at the 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at first down here. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
May trying again here on 2nd. Running the screen for Stevenson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
What's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Again, it's May. He connects downfield. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
And a shotgun. It's Ward.
At the 33-yard line.
Hits his running back. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Mustang 19.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the
On the gun, it's Ward. Downfield to DK. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 22. And the Titans will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
loss of 6 yards. Brings up third and 16.
Third and long, it's Ward. Force that to his right, and they get to him again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Katie York now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It does pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Eddie Gray to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Flushed out of the pocket. Winds up and chucks this deep right. That's complete inside the 35. He takes it down to the 33. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they get about 5 on that first down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on second.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Complete to Diggs out left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
A gain of 12. And the Patriot first down.
A give left side to Stevenson. And he'll pick up Little down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. At the 12.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Patriots with a 3rd and 3. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Ward in the pistol. That one's cut along the left sideline. 30 at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
A 2-yard pickup makes it.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
ETN will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Ward now. And the Patriots get there and take him down. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and goal. Ward. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go, throw. Crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
May on 1st and 10. Caught in the comeback route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
From the red zone now. Oh no, they get him yet again! That is Lewisine! And the Titans make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
19, 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hold this one away. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That one's caught, inbounds, and beyond the marker.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you can hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. New set of downs for them at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. It's on target to Williams. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tossing it to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This is Henderson on second down. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Crazy. What's going on here, man? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throw here, third down. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots bring the game back to level. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots take the lead on that successful kick. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10. Shotgun snap down to Ward. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the
Offense up to the line fast. Here's Ward. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's ETN on first down. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at him and go make a point.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ready.
First down, ball at the 36.
19, Tiger, 19, 76, Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70,
Some
Hawk
movement
70.
there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Okay, break.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the
Let's
marker.
go now. 70, Timberwolves. Ready,
From the gun, it's Ward. Rolling out to his left. And right back to Ridley, caught again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
To the line comes Ward. They're going for 2.
Cowboy down.
Will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Flush down now to his left. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
26. Patriots 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second and 10. Here's May. Now set up the screen. It's Diggs. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
May now, 3rd and 2. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Kind of like with a hoops team, when they start missing free throws, everybody starts missing them. Feels that way with his quarterback right now. The one interception is leading to another, and eventually you just feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it's danger.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. Free inside the 30. Touchdown! The Patriots take a lead just before the end of the third.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
So May brings the Patriots up to go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Running back sent in motion.
Crazy! Crazy!
Again, it's May. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the jump!
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Warriors 17!
To the air with Ward. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Escapes out to the left. He's got it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
60 Bison! 60 Bison! Panther 60! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Ward's going to throw it. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! Kyle Tucker makes the play. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
That's good for the Patriots. First down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's May. Headed out right. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
May now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Trying to throw for it with May. And he had it, but no. Can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
From the gun, ETN gets it. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Ward now. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
May on 1st and 10. Brought in a big game here for Diggs. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game. 26. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready up.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Ward. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 35. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for the Titans. 1st down.
70. Ready.
Ward off the play fake. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Tap the 60. Tap. 18. Battle. 18. Here we go. Set. Let go.
Ward setting up to throw. He's got it near the 8. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Looking quickly here.
That's another Titans
79.
first down. 1st and goal at
19.
the
18.
5-yard
Bronco
line.
switch. Rush.
They'll run. ETN. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gray now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. 16 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air on 1st down, May. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
From the gun, it's May. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, at this point, Brock, the surprise isn't that he nearly threw another interception, right? It's that these guys actually let him off the hook defensively this time by dropping it.
Kate, they let him off the hook. Let him off the hook. And the stat sheet might forget that near interception, but the coaches won't. That's called a...
They did it! He made the interception! Keely Ringo picks it off!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
First down throw here for Ward. Gets it through the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A strike for 23 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now give. It's ETN headed left. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, break. Cougar 19, Buffalo 18. Down. Ready, right?
Good throw this one. Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation.
Risky throw, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's May on 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Patriots first down.
On right side, Henderson. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. That's a New England first down. That's the 2-minute